Before we dive in, let me ask you, what if I told you there's one skincare secret that could completely transform your skin? And it's not what you think. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll discover the game-changing trick that made all the difference for me. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Let's be real for a second. You can meticulously follow every single skincare rule, religiously apply your product, and build what seems like the perfect routine, and still feel like something critically important is missing from your skincare equation. That was me, not too long ago. My routine was solid, meticulously researched and carefully curated. Gentle cleanser, always non-stripping, powerhouse serums packed with actives and antioxidants, daily sunscreen, without fail. My skin was clear and generally balanced, no major complaints, but it lacked that vibrant, healthy, lit-from-within radiance you constantly see online and dream of achieving. I felt completely stuck on a frustrating skincare plateau. My skin was fine, perfectly acceptable, but definitely not glowing, not thriving. No matter how much effort, time, or frankly, money I invested and put in, the results had completely flatlined, offering no further improvement. I'd wake up every morning and my skin felt okay, just okay, but definitely not deeply hydrated and nourished from the inside out. It was like climbing most of the way up a really challenging mountain, putting in all the hard work and effort, only to get frustratingly stuck right before reaching the summit, unable to take that final crucial step. I started questioning absolutely everything, every product, every ingredient, every step. Was it my products that were the problem? Was it my routine order that was off? Or was there a critical missing piece, a secret ingredient that I simply hadn't discovered or found yet? The frustrating gap between just good skin and truly glowing skin became my biggest skincare obsession. I absolutely refused to settle for just okay or good enough skin. I desperately wanted plump, deeply hydrated, and truly resilient skin that radiated health. My consistent routine definitely kept things stable and prevented major issues, but it simply wasn't capable of elevating my skin to that coveted next level of radiance and health. That constant feeling of being so incredibly close to my skin goals, yet still frustratingly far away, ultimately pushed me to bravely look beyond my well-established and comfortable routine for answers. I knew deep down that I needed to find exactly what was missing to unlock my skin's full potential. Glass skin became my obsession, the ultimate hydrated, luminous look. My routine gave me matte, managed skin, not the bouncy glow I craved. I swapped moisturizers, tried hydrating toners and layered products, but nothing lasted. Each new product brought hope, then disappointment. I tried essences, ampules, sleeping masks, and facial oils. None delivered that glass-like finish. The cycle was endless. Buy, try, get let down, repeat. I was overthinking every step, turning my self-care ritual into a chore. The frustration and expense piled up, but my skin stayed the same. I was stuck in a loop, searching for a magic bullet that never appeared. It was exhausting. My search led me deep into the world of skincare trends. I tried antioxidant serums, facial massage tools, and even DIY kitchen masks. The gua sha and jade roller helped with puffiness, but the glow was always temporary. DIY masks were fun, but the effects faded fast. I almost bought a pricey microcurrent device, desperate for results. Each experiment made my routine longer and more complicated, but not better. I realized I was overcomplicating things, chasing trends instead of results. The more I tried, the more I understood. Formulation and simplicity matter. No gadget or exotic ingredient was the answer. I needed to rethink my approach. Maybe the solution wasn't another product, but a smarter way to use what I already had. I was ready to simplify. That's when everything changed. I had reached a point where I felt like I had tried everything. My skin was still acting up and I was starting to feel defeated. Just as I was about to give up, I stumbled on a skincare thread about slugging. It was buried deep within a forum, a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. The idea? After your nighttime routine, after cleansing, toning, and applying all your targeted treatments, seal everything in with a thin layer of petroleum jelly. A simple, occlusive barrier to lock in all the goodness. No fancy gadgets, no complicated steps, just a cheap tub of Vaseline. The most basic, unassuming product imaginable. At first, I was skeptical, very skeptical. Petroleum jelly on my face sounded like a breakout waiting to happen, a greasy, pore-clogging nightmare. But the before and after photos were incredible. The results seemed too good to be true. Plump, hydrated, glowing skin, the kind of complexion I could only dream of. People with all skin types swore by it. From dry to oily, young to mature, Everyone seemed to be singing its praises, even those prone to congestion. Those who, like me, were terrified of anything potentially pore clogging. The logic made sense. Slugging wasn't a miracle cure, a magic bullet that would erase all my skin problems overnight, but a way to lock in all the good stuff from your routine, to maximize the benefits of the products I was already using. It prevents your serums and moisturizers from evaporating overnight, creating a protective barrier against moisture loss. It's not about adding more products to your already overflowing shelf, but making what you already use work better. A simple hack to boost the efficacy of your existing routine. With nothing to lose and potentially a lot to gain, I decided to try it. I took a deep breath and committed to giving it a shot. Sometimes, the simplest solutions are the most effective. The answer to my skin woes might be sitting in a humble jar. I grabbed a tub of Vaseline, the most readily available and affordable option, and got ready for a new experiment. A new chapter in my skincare journey was about to begin. I was hopeful, but nervous, excited to see if this simple trick could finally make a difference. The science behind slugging is simple. It prevents transepidermal water loss, moisture escaping from your skin. Petroleum jelly forms a barrier locking in hydration and boosting the effects of your serums and moisturizers. Studies show it can reduce water loss by over 98%. It doesn't add moisture, but it keeps what you've already applied from evaporating. Contrary to myths, petroleum jelly is non-comedogenic. It sits on top of the skin and doesn't clog pores. Breakouts only happen if you trap dirt or makeup underneath, so cleansing is key. Slugging supercharges your routine, giving your skin a long, uninterrupted period to repair and hydrate overnight. It's a simple, science-backed way to get more from your products. Sometimes, less really is more. That first night, eager to see what all the hype was about, I followed my usual nighttime skincare routine meticulously. Cleansing, toning, serum, the works. I wanted to make sure my skin was prepped and ready to fully absorb the occlusive layer I was about to apply. Then, as the final step, I applied a thin layer of petroleum jelly. I made sure to cover all the areas that tend to get dry overnight. It felt thick and sticky. Definitely a new sensation, and not one I was immediately thrilled about. It was a far cry from the lightweight serums and creams I was used to. I worried about waking up greasy or broken out, especially since I have combination skin that's prone to congestion. The thought of trapping all that moisture in made me a little nervous. But, determined to see the experiment through, I covered my pillow with an old towel, just in case, and went to sleep, hoping for the best. The next morning, as the sun streamed through my window, I was shocked. I rushed to the mirror, half expecting to see a disaster. But my skin wasn't oily or irritated, quite the opposite actually. It was plump, calm, and deeply hydrated. It felt like I had given my skin a tall glass of water. Fine lines looked softer, redness was reduced, especially around my nose and cheeks, and my complexion had a healthy, even glow. It was like I had turned back the clock overnight. After rinsing off the residue with lukewarm water, my skin felt soft and supple, not greasy at all, which was my biggest fear. The glow was real. It wasn't just the lighting. It was a lit-from-within radiance I'd never achieved before, no matter how many expensive serums I used. It looked like I'd just had a week at a spa, complete with hydrating facials and luxurious treatments. Not a night with a $3 product I picked up at the drugstore. Slugging delivered the glass skin effect I'd been chasing for months, spending a fortune on products that promised the same results. I was completely sold. From that moment on, I was a slugging convert. Sometimes, the best results come from the simplest steps and the most unexpected products. I finally found the missing piece in my skincare puzzle, and it was sitting in my medicine cabinet all along. My skin had never looked better, and I couldn't wait to see the long-term effects of incorporating slugging into my routine. I couldn't believe it was this easy and this affordable. Who knew the secret to glowing skin was so simple? Slugging is a game changer for dry, dehydrated, or compromised skin. It's perfect if your moisture barrier needs healing, or if winter weather dries you out. But if you have very oily or acne-prone skin, be cautious. Slugging can trap oils and bacteria. Always start with a clean face to avoid breakouts. Apply your usual hydrating products first: toner, serum, moisturizer. Then, seal it all in with a thin layer of petroleum jelly. You don't need much. A pea-sized amount is enough. Warm it between your fingers and press it gently over your face. Protect your pillowcase, and in the morning, cleanse as usual. Start slow. Try it once or twice a week and see how your skin reacts. Listen to your skin and adjust as needed. Simple, affordable, and effective. Looking back, the answer wasn't a fancy product, but a simple, accessible step. Slugging transformed my skin and my approach to skincare. I stopped chasing trends and started making my routine work harder for me. My skin became healthier, more hydrated, and resilient. Now, I have a go-to trick for when my skin feels dry or dull. Slugging is my secret weapon for a strong moisture barrier. Have you tried slugging? Share your experience in the comments. Remember, skincare is personal. Listen to your skin and find what works for you. Sometimes, the simplest solutions are the most powerful. My skin is finally the glowy, plump version I always wanted, thanks to one easy step.